Good day to all. I am Sneha of 2nd BComB, Department of Commerce, KCS Kasinada College of Arts and Science. In this video, we are going to see about Introduction to Mutual Funds, features, types, importance and risk in mutual funds. Here we go. Introduction. Mutual funds was originated in 1882 at Belgium. It was started to finance investment in national industries with high risk. Then it was spread all over the world. Next, meaning of mutual funds. A mutual fund is a company that pulls money from many investors and invests the money in securities such as stocks, bonds, and short term debt. The combined holdings of the mutual funds are known as portfolio. Also, investors buy shares in mutual funds. Next, we are going to see about features or roles or benefits of mutual funds in brief. Mobilizing small savings. Mutual funds mobilizing fund by selling their own share, that is investors units. So it gives an investor a benefit and satisfaction of owning shares in many industries. Providing investment avenues. Mutual funds provides an investor a ideal avenue for the investments and the better liquidity. Professional management. It is possible in mutual funds for also irrespective of big or small investors, they get a professional management and efficiency management with expertise for their investment. Reduced risk. There is minimum risk to the principal amount, and because of their professional management and efficiency of management, there is a less risk of mutual funds in the investment of the investors. Tax benefit. Under a provision of Income Tax Act, investors in mutual funds will get a tax benefit shelter. Low transaction cost. In mutual fund, there is very low of cost of purchase and sale, and fees payable like commission brokerage are also lower. Convenience. Trading in mutual funds was easy and it was so convenient to the investors. Economic development. Mutual funds make contribution to economic development. The efficient function of mutual funds contributing in financial system and also by mobilizing saving, the economy get developing. Better liquidity. There is always a ready market for mutual funds units and also they trade in stock exchange also. So investors get a better liquidity. Diversification. Mutual funds have an advantage of investing funds in across a country with many industries, that is diversified investment. Investment protection. Mutual funds are largely regulated by the guidelines and legislation like SEBI, SEC, etc. So, this is a guaranteed investment protection for the investors. Switching facility. Also, mutual funds have a benefit of switching facility, switching their scheme from one to another, and much more. Next, we are going to see about types of mutual funds. Mutual funds are classified into three types: investment based classification, operational based classification, return based classification. First of all, investment based classification. There are 10 schemes under the investment based classification. Stock funds or equity fund scheme. This type of fund will enjoy their strength on the basis of equity investment. So it is otherwise called as equity fund scheme. It carries higher risk. The next one is bond fund scheme. The investment made in this type of scheme will not have capital appreciation. It is popular in USA. Under the scheme, the investment is made by bond and debentures on emphasize high yielding but risky. The next one is balanced fund scheme. A scheme of mutual fund that has a mix of debt and equity in the portfolio of investment may be referred to as a balanced fund scheme. The next one is sectoral fund. The funds invested by a service under this scheme will invest by mutual funds manager in specified sector, that is said as sectoral fund. The next one is fund on fund scheme. In this fund on fund scheme, the fund investment in mutual funds is invested in other mutual fund, that is it has said as fund of fund scheme. The next one was leveraged fund scheme. Under this scheme, the fund invested by savers in a mutual fund and the money borrowed by the mutual fund manager also invested in this scheme. The next one was gilt funds. In this type, the funds are invested in central and state government securities but not in equity or corporate debt securities. The next one was index funds or growth funds. These funds are also called as growth funds. In this, the funds are linked with a specific index or share price. The performance of the funds are determined based on the index. The next one was tax savings scheme. The funds invested in invested saving scheme are subject to tax deduction under this Section 80C of the Income Tax Act 1961. Other funds. In addition to the schemes mentioned above, following are some of the other schemes that are designed and operated by mutual fund manager. Offshore mutual funds. It is also regional or country funds where funds are mobilized from abroad for consumption in the Indian market. The next classification is operational based classification. In operational based classification, there are three schemes: open-ended scheme, close-ended scheme, interval scheme. Firstly, open-ended scheme. When a fund is accepted and liquidated on a continuous basis by a mutual fund manager, it is called as open-ended scheme. The fund manager buys and sells unit constantly on demand by the investors. Under this scheme, the capitalization of the fund will constantly change since it is always open for the investor to sell or buy their shares in units. USA and India. Also, there is certainty in repurchase price when takes place in the accordance with the declared net asset value of the units. The next was close-ended scheme. When units of the scheme are liquidated, that is repurchased only after the expiry of the specified period, it is known as close-ended scheme. Accordingly, such funds have fixed capitalization and remain as a corpus with the mutual fund manager. Units of close-ended scheme are to be quoted and therefore traded on the floors of the stock exchange in the secondary market. Need for liquidity arises after a comparatively longer period, that is normally at the time of redemption. The next was interval scheme. It is a kind of close-ended scheme with a particular feature that it remains open during a particular part of the year for the benefit of investors, either to offload their holdings or to undertake purchase of units at net asset value. Under SEBI mutual fund regulations, every mutual fund is free to launch any or both type of schemes, including interval schemes. The third classification was a return-based classification. Under this classification, for those mutual fund schemes that are designated to meet the diverse needs of investors and to earn a good return. In this scheme, there are also three schemes: income fund scheme, growth fund scheme, and conservative fund scheme. The first one was income fund scheme. The scheme that is tailored to suit the needs of investors who are particular about regular returns is known as income fund scheme. The scheme offers a maximum current income whereby the income earned by units is distributed periodically. The next one was growth fund scheme. It is a mutual fund scheme that offers the advantage of capital appreciation of the underlying investment. For such funds, investment is made growth-oriented securities that are capable of appreciating in the long term. The next one was conservative fund scheme. A scheme that aims at providing a reasonable rate of return, protecting the value of the investment, and achieving capital appreciation may be designated as conservative fund scheme. These are also known as middle of the road funds, since such funds offers a blend of all these features. Further, such funds divide their portfolio in common stocks and bonds in a way as to achieve their designed objectives. Next, we are going to see about the importance of the mutual funds. The mutual fund industry, as long as phenomenal great India region, first before leaving got some important advantages of mutual funds. There are number of importance of mutual funds. We have listed some of below. Channelizing savings for investment, offering wide portfolio investment for the investors all over the country, providing better yields for the investors, providing research service, introducing flexible investment schedules, and also professional management of invested funds, multiple investment options, research-based investment decision, diversification, transparency, high disclosure, and much more. Next, we are going to see about the risk in mutual funds. Mutual fund is not free from risk. It is so because basically the mutual funds also invested their fund in a stock market on shares which are only volatile in nature and not free from risk. The following risks are inherent in their dealings. Market risk. In general, there are certain risks associated with every kind of investment on shares. They are called as market risk. Scheme risk. There are certain goods inherent in the scheme itself. It depends upon the nature of the scheme. For instance, in a pure growth scheme, risks are greater. Investment risk. Mutual funds makes money in shares or losses depends upon the investment expertise of the asset. management company, that is AMC. If the investment advice goes wrong, the fund has to suffer a lot. Business risk. The corpus of a mutual fund might have a invested in a company shares. If the business of the company suffers any setback, if cannot declare any dividend, it may even go to the extent of winding up its business. Political risk. Successive government bring with them fancy new economic ideologies and policies. It is often said that many corporate decisions are politically motivated. Changes the government bring a risk of uncertainty which every player in the financial risk industry have to face. So these are the risks in mutual funds. Thank you, and I hope it will help you to know about mutual funds.